Having a long-distance relationship is not for everyone. It takes a lot of time and dedication to the relationship. Although it is harder, it is still completely doable as long as you have the right mindset. Basically, it is just important to realize that things can go a lot differently in a relationship when you are not together all the time and go long spans of time without seeing each other. You have to set out with a positive attitude about the distance because negativity will only harm your relationship. If you believe enough in yourself, your partner, and your relationship, there is nothing stopping you from overcoming the distance. Do not listen to other negative comments and focus on what everyone else says about long-distance relationships. In the end, they are what you make of it. If you really want to be with someone, distance should not stop you. It can be hard on you and the relationship. As long as you prepare yourself and work hard at keeping each other happy, you can successfully keep and manage a long-distance relationship. 1. Communicate. The biggest part of having a successful long-distance relationship is communication. When you are away, communication is all you have. Try your best to contact each other daily if that is possible. Obviously, if your partner is in the military, you may not be able to do this, but do the most that you are able to do. Tell them all about your day and what is going on in your life. It is important to keep them updated. It is also just as important for them to do the same to you, so make use you explain to them how important communication is to you. Along with communicating about your daily life is communicating about good and bad things about the relationship as well. If you are having an issue with the distance or any other thing in the relationship, it is imperative that you tell them. They are far away from you, and it is hard for them to know if something is wrong unless you tell them. It is so very important that you relay any problems to your partner. However, you don't want to constantly tell them about problems. Tell them about the good things as well. Tell them that you miss them and how much you love and appreciate them. Remind yourselves that you are overcoming the distance, and that's a beautiful thing. It is important to give each other credit for all the good things you do and all the effort being put into making a long-distance relationship work. A relationship is nothing without communication. Communication can never hurt your relationship, it can only make it better and help you and your partner understand each other and your relationship better. 2. Trust. Along with communication, another hugely important factor is trust. When you are far from your significant other, it is so important that you trust each other and make yourself a trustworthy person to your partner. They are going to be around plenty of other people, and you need to understand that. You cannot expect to have a successful long-distance relationship when you are constantly getting jealous and causing fights over other men, women. If you don't think you're capable of trusting them that much, then maybe this relationship or this distance isn't going to work for you too, and that's okay. It is okay to realize that the distance is too much. You would rather realize that sooner rather than later. Overall, if you do not trust your partner during a long-term relationship, you are going to be worried and upset constantly, which is miserable. You can learn to trust more, and you can work on getting less jealous. Jealousy and untrustworthiness can terminate long-distance relationships. Trust your partner and realize that whatever you are feeling, they are feeling and worrying about too. They also have to trust you. Have conversations about jealousy and trust, and you honestly might learn a lot about each other. No matter how long you have been with someone, you need to communicate. And no matter how long you have been with someone, you need to put the utmost trust in them as well. 3. Don't forget about the little things. It may seem kind of hard to show your appreciation from far away, but little things can make a huge difference. It can be as simple as sending texts about how much you care and appreciate them by sending them letters. Sending small gifts in the mail can also really make someone's day. If you know that your partner is in need of something or having a hard time with something, maybe send them a little appreciation gift in the mail. Little things like this will constantly show your partner that you are still trying and that you still care. It is hard to show appreciation when you are not with each other, but you can still find little ways to do so. Also, planning dates for the next time you see each other can be exciting and show the other person that you really care about the relationship. It is the little things like these that make the biggest differences. It is important for your partner to do these things as well, and if they see you doing them, odds are they will too. Just remember, anything that makes you feel great about the relationship can help them feel better about it too. Always make sure that even when life gets busy and hard, you are still focusing on the little things. 4. Show interest. When you are away from your partner, there will be a lot going on in both of your lives that each of you does not know about. It is important to be interested in what is going on in your partner's life. You want to ask all about their day, their job or school, their friends, etc. If you don't show interest, they won't want to tell you anything and it will cause problems in the relationship. You want them to be interested in all of your stories as well, so just make sure that you appreciate and listen to them. Treat them as you want to be treated and listen as you want to be listened to. There is no time for being selfish when you're in a long-distance relationship. You want to be the one person they can still go to about anything even though you are a long distance away. Don't let the distance affect that aspect of your relationship. 5. Focus on yourself too. You can't get too caught up in being sad about distance. It is what it is, and you might as well make the most of it. Hang out with your friends, work out, focus on school or work, or focus on any other thing that is bettering yourself. You might as well work on yourself right now while you have the time. Long-distance relationships can work, and they can be successful. Don't spend all your time worrying about your relationship when you could be focusing on yourself. All that worrying is going to do is take a toll on your partner and your relationship. The happier you are, the happier your partner is, and the better your relationship will be. Happiness is key. Better yourself and stay involved in your relationship for the best outcome. Become the best person you can be for your partner, because I am sure that they are doing the same thing. It is important not to let this affect your happiness or mental health. Everything will be alright in the end, and as long as you put the effort in, your relationship will be great. Distance does not have to mean anything if you are with the right person. 6. Have fun with friends. You need to go out and have fun even if your partner is a long distance. Just staying trapped in the house or apartment will not do you any good. If you need to tell the long-distance partner that you are going out with friends, then do it. If they get mad or do not want you to go out, I would see that as a red flag. Maybe this long-distance relationship is not really a good idea. I am not saying break up with them or call everything off, but controlling what you do will end up being toxic. Hopefully, you find the right person that lets you have your freedom. 7. Social media. You can see some things on social media and use it to stay in touch long distance. Don't go all crazy with being a super spy and all up in their business. If you suspect cheating, by all means investigate, but the social media connection should be fun and another way to stay connected. Maybe set some ground rules when you first start dating about how you are going to use social media together. 8. FaceTime. This is a great way to stay connected using FaceTime on your phones. You get to see each other and talk about your day or week. People do this all the time with friends and family that have moved to different states. We do it with my brother's family after they moved to Georgia. 9. What's the plan? A long-distance relationship is only going to last so long. There has to be a plan for one of you to move to where the other lives. If there is not a plan or a future plan, then it may be best to move on. You need to sit and talk with your partner about how you want to reconnect. Maybe the distance is temporary because they have to work in another city for a 6-month project. After the project, they will be back home for good. You just need to figure out the plan. 10. Get to know each other's schedules. Know when someone is working and when they have free time so you can FaceTime or connect online by chat. If you can set a specific time every day to talk or text, that will work out great. Stay consistent with communication and try not to cancel. The more you stay consistent with what you do and how you communicate, the better chance the relationship will thrive. 11. Surprise visits. Surprise visits would be fun if the distance is not too far to drive. Maybe you are only 6 or 7 hour drive and you can take a long weekend to stay with each other. Make it a surprise if you know they have nothing big planned that weekend. You want to show up. How excited will they be when you show up for the whole weekend? Conclusion. Overall, long-distance relationships do not have to be as scary as they seem as long as both people put the effort in. As long as you are communicating and taking the time to still keep in touch with your significant other, your relationship can still be successful. Although it does require dedication to your partner and some extra effort, distance does not have to end any relationship for any reason. As long as you trust your partner, and your partner trusts you, jealousy should not be a large problem. Distance requires a lot of trusts and minimal jealousy. Along with these things, it is important to keep your partner on the toes and continuously show your admiration for them. Text messages, calls, letters, and small gifts are small and simple reminders to your partner that distance does not have to stop your love for one another. The little things will make the biggest difference when it comes to long-distance relationships. Finally, don't forget to focus on yourself and try to make yourself and your partner the happiest you can be. Happiness is always what I most important.